Yo, I just wanted to make this video as a quick message to Jay from JFootballTV. And I saw the most recent video that Jay posted, and it seemed as though he went to Spain, particularly and specifically Valencia, to try out with a team and was told that he couldn't try out with the first team. He had to try out with the second team, and then uh, you know, basically that wasn't what he was told originally, and um, he played with the second team, and he just seemed really frustrated with this situation. And you can see it says, "I'm playing separately because I'm excluded from the second member." Um, but when he's training with the second team, I want to point out, or Jay, to you if you're watching, I think that he looked like the best person on the practice squad, like the best player, giving the most effort, um, playing balls particularly well, scoring goals like that. And, to me, it seemed like the team's mistake and something unprofessional that this specific team was doing to say one thing and then do another. That's really unprofessional. There's standards for organizations to be professional, and for an organization to say something to someone who's going to travel as far as Jay has uh, to Spain, that's extremely unprofessional. And what's crazy to me is Jay has 859,000 subscribers on YouTube. That's a considerable amount. I'm sure his Instagram is uh, decently sized as well. I don't believe that this team has that many followers. And for an organization to do that to someone with this amount of reach is, in my opinion, absurd. Like, it doesn't make sense. If the organization does that to someone like Jay and Jay makes this video, it doesn't look bad on Jay. It looks bad on the organization. I don't think Jay should feel bad about this because whatever team this is likely doing the same thing uh, when players are actually on the first team. They might say one thing and then do another, and that's really unprofessional. And this is probably a situation where, to Jay, that you've avoided uh, a team that would act like this, even if they brought you in to the first team. And I don't think you should feel discouraged. Um, I think that in this game where he only gets to play 20 minutes. He thought he was going to play 25. He's frustrated. I can understand the frustration. Again, he looks like one of the better players on the field. Scores a nice goal right here. Like, it shows patience and skill. And he didn't go down when he could have. This tackle right here, like, he could just go down there and get a penalty, but he doesn't, and he finishes off the play himself. And they're at 10 men at that point. So, I don't think Jay should feel bad at all. I think he should stay confident in himself and in his ability on the field, and to continue to work at it, and use this as a learning experience. Avoid teams that do this. You know what I mean? They have to meet a professional standard, whereas the professional standard for players is different. It's more important that players play well and are professional on the field and off the field, but there is a higher standard for the organization that is saying these things to people that are traveling, maybe from the other side of the world. So just keep your head up, Jay. It's not always going to go perfectly, but I do think that, keeping at it is like the best possible thing that you could do. And if you keep at it during the hard times, uh, it shows a resolve that likely you're going to be able to keep at it and excel during the easy times too. And so, yeah, just basically, this is a word of encouragement. Keep your head up. Don't worry about this team's unprofessional behavior. Just focus on your professional behavior and continue to do well, continue to make the videos that you make. I think it's great. I love seeing players like making their own brand essentially and using that. And I think more players should do that. And I think Jay is an example of someone that people can follow. And if I have any other thoughts that I want to just add in this, it's any video that you can get, try to get in the highest quality that you can possibly get it in and get it out there in the highest quality. So, you know, like 60 frames, 4K if you can. Just because you'll want it in the future, you won't be able to upgrade the quality of the video that you take. So, you know, you can always downscale, but you can't, you know, you can upscale artificially, but it's better to have it like recorded in that quality. And it's also easier to see these things. And I think just going into the future, you'll be happy that you've recorded everything in the highest quality possible. But yeah, just keep it up, and you know, I'm excited to see Jay get to like 1 million followers on YouTube. I think it's not impossible, and you know, in a previous video, I was talking about I live here in Houston, and the Dynamo were not particularly playing well last year in 2021. They didn't play particularly well in 2022 either. And I was saying like this is the type of thing where, you know, you take a slight risk to bring someone in like Jay, who has more followers on his channel than the entire Dynamo organization does. And, you know, it's a boon for both because you have a player who's actually getting maybe some training at a higher level and maybe an opportunity to break into like a first division team. And you have an MLS team that's able to market internationally, right? To a large Korean audience, to a large international audience, to all of Jay's followers and subscribers, right? And it just makes sense. And, you know, as I've said in the past, if it's a team that's not particularly doing well, even if they have ambitions to do well, it makes sense to at least put out an entertaining product and something where, you know, I think people like storylines and have storylines like Jay's where you can see his development into a higher level. I think that that's really exciting and people like to see stuff like that. So yeah, just keep it up, Jay. I really enjoyed the video. I enjoy most of the videos that I see from Jay. One of my favorite YouTubers, soccer YouTubers. So yeah, keep it up, football YouTubers. JFootballTV. Here in America, we call it soccer, but it's the same thing. So anyway, you know, keep it up, keep the confidence up, keep your head up. Other than that, I hope you have a blessed day. Yeah, that's all. So later. Good luck. Yeah.